Now, there are a lot of ways to go and find these individuals on the internet, right? Like, for example, if you pick dentist as a niche, right? Of course, a platform that I would recommend is LinkedIn, right? Females who are working professionals and you are into fitness as a niche, of course, Instagram would be a great opportunity, or YouTube is also a great opportunity. Chances are that you're a dating coach. Again, Instagram and YouTube is also a great opportunity. Chances are that you are into interior design and you're doing digital marketing. Now, the question that you need to ask yourself is, where do interior designers actually hang out? Well, let's say a lot of one thing that I've noticed is that interior designers love to post pictures on Instagram because that's where they get a lot of engagement. So we could consider Instagram as a platform. So when deciding what traffic platform you should pick, all you need to do is put yourself in the position of your target audience and really ask yourself one question: if I was this person, where would I spend most of my time? And the best part is, if you have followed the framework that I told you about, and you actually did the efforts of talking to your niche, just ask them, hey, can you go to your phone and go to screen time and just tell me which apps do you spend most of your time at? And that'll give you the answer regarding which platform you should pick. Now, if you're a beginner, like, what I would highly recommend to you is not go about picking a platform where you need to spend a lot of money. That's why I've not written advertisement anywhere over here, because the strategies that I'll be teaching you over here literally work for absolutely free. Now, which one you should pick amongst these? Again, figure out where exactly does your niche hang out. Now, once you have picked this platform, the next thing you need to do is you need to design your funnel. What do I mean by this? Well, we know that there are these people, right, who have this particular problem. We know that we have narrowed down on that particular group. We know that we'll be charging them a specific price and we have an offer to give to them. We have decided where they actually hang out. But the question you might be asking is, Rohan, how do I reach out to these people and how do I get them on a call, or how do I sell them? What do I do next? Well, great question. Let's try to understand right now. Now, in terms of funnels, right, the best things that I recommend to you is using something called as a two-step post. Now, what do I mean by this? Let's just break down one of my clients. This is a two-step post, right? And let's try to understand what exactly this is in order to get clients. And trust me, this doesn't require any kind of money for you to get started. It's like so crazy. Like, once that you find out about this tactic, like, you will unlock the strategy to make so much money that, I mean, it's a joke that it works even till date, right? So let's look at it. Here's one of my clients and really good friends, Jayant, right? Now, what Jayant does is he loves posting valuable content. So this is how his strategy looks like, right? This is what he did. So he started. Now, by the way, just for some context, right, before doing all this, Jayant also went about doing his foundations, right? He basically picked his niche where he decided to actually go about targeting sales professionals who are looking for growth in their careers, but they don't know how to actually sell better. They don't know how to actually go for a better opportunity, etc., etc. So he understood their problems really well. Why? Because he himself sold first. He learned sales from us. He also talked to a lot of people. He trained a team as well, and now he was able to really resonate with these individuals, right? And then what he did is he created an irresistible offer for them, where he said that I will help you get better at sales and train you, and if possible, if you do well, I can also offer you placement at different kind of companies out there. And he also decided to price his valuable advice and services at a high ticket price, and his platform of choice became LinkedIn. And what he did is, as you can see over here, he started posting value. Now, what do I mean by value? As you can see, he just said 90% of the salespeople are wrong. He smiling awkwardly, talking about weather. These attributes reek of salesmen, and the moment your prospect smells that, blah, blah, blah. And he's like sharing some examples of what to do when you're able to actually sell better. Now, chances are that you are probably not a salesman, so you might not be able to resonate with this post, or maybe you are, so you can pause this video and read this. But the point is that this person is sharing some sort of value, just like how I'm doing right now with you. I'm sharing value with you. I'm not like, hey, pay me money. I'm sharing value, and you have to do the same, right? But Rohan, this is so time consuming. Oh my god, it's not gonna work. Yes, making money is not easy. If it was, everybody would be rich. And if you think that is the case, you should probably stop watching this video and go fix your mindset first and then come back. So as you can see, he posted, right? That's the first post he made. And then guess what? He made another post, right? He said bad sales techniques, right? Now here's where the magic starts, and here's where the money making machine actually starts. All right, so he shared value over here, he shared value over here, he shared value again over here, but on the fourth day, this is where he decided to do something bonkers that literally got 123 comments, 22 reposts, and 56 likes, and lakhs of rupees in sales that Giants was able to generate from just this one post. Let's see how this works. Okay, so he basically took an image of a training that he recorded, right, on how to actually go about, improving your sales process, etc., right, and how you can become a better salesperson. Now over here, he said you can earn at least 50K to 1 lakh a month. Just know how to close deals. All you need is a computer and internet, and blah blah blah. In my experience, that skill is sales. Unfortunately, most people don't know how to become a remote closer. Hence, I've created a 30-minute training and this 40-page document to guide you through it. Want access? Comment closer below and share the post on your feed. I'll share it with you in the DMs, right? Now, Jen basically created a Google document, right, which literally shares with people how exactly they can become a better salesperson. And what he did is, if he also like basically recorded this video, you can literally record with your phone, you can use a software like loom.com, whatever you prefer. Again, all free to do so far. And then all he asked people was that if you want this training, just comment closer below and you'll be able to actually get this. For more interaction, share this post on your newsfeed. And people did that. As you can see, this guy commented closer, 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 right? And then Jen would say something like, send you a DM. So Jayant would literally go to these people's profile, and whatever the link to this training is, like he would just send them the link, and below the training there'll be like a button to apply for a call. And that link literally goes to something called as calendly.com. Now Calendly is basically a calendar tool, right, where people will be able to literally, you can set up a free account over here, right? This is how Calendly looks like, right? You can actually have available slots and people can actually pick a time to talk to you, right? As you can see, if you are available at 9:30 a.m., people can select that time on 21st and actually talk to you. And this call will be automatically scheduled, connected to your Zoom account. You'll be able to talk to the person one-on-one and hopefully close the deal, right? And this can unlock a lot of traffic for you, just like how it did for Jen, like literally 123 comments, right? So let's say out of these 123 comments, 100 people actually watch the video and 50 people book a call. Out of these 50 people, let's say he's able to close like even 10 deals. And let's say, for example, the minimum amount he charges is 30,000 rupees. Like for one post, is that bad? Holy shit, that's like pretty awesome, right? If that makes sense to you and this sounds like pretty interesting, now let's explore another strategy, right? Let's check out Instagram. Another person that I want you to meet is actually Aditi Jain. Again, a really good friend and also a client of ours. And what she is doing is, I think, really remarkable as well, right? So what she did is she decided to pick her niche and she decided to target coaches who are really looking to get a lot of appointments using the help of organic marketing, right? So what she did is she basically, decided to pick the niche as coaches and consultants. She decided to talk to them, and what she understood was the problem that these people would face is that they would not have like super high budgets to run advertisement, right? So she decided to really become good at organic marketing, and she decided to make them an offer that, hey, I will actually help you get appointments using organic marketing and something called as reverse funnels. And as a result of that, she was able to charge it at a very premium price. And then what she did is she decided that, okay, my audience hangs out on Instagram, so she decided to use a combination of a two-step post along with Calendly in order to get more appointments. Let's see how she does this. Okay, so quite similar to Jayant, Aditi loves posting, right? As you can see, she posts like really awesome content on a regular basis. And what she does is like she would like share value with people, and then eventually, right, one day she would make a post like this where she would have where she would say something like, we now have over $1.3 million in results of our clients, and we have personally made $500,000 in coaching with the help of our business in 20 months, and now we are scaling it to our first million couple of months. Now we know we can help other people do the same. If you're making under $10,000 a month and want to scale to $100,000, then comment 100K and I'll send you a DM. If you're making over 10K a month and want to scale to 100K a month, then comment freedom and I'll send you a DM. right? So as you can see, right, people are literally commenting over here, people saying freedom, 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 or something like that, right? And as a result of that, Aditi can actually reach out to these individuals, and as a result of that, she can actually get a lot of bookings just by redirecting people to her Calendly account, and where people will be able to actually select a time to talk to Aditi, and then she could get on a one-on-one call with them and hopefully close them as a deal if they'll be a right fit for her, right? So the strategy is pretty simple, right? You pick a niche, right? And then you figure out the problem of that niche, right? And then you decide to figure out what to offer to them and then price them. Then you pick a platform where they hang out the most, right? Now on the platform could be LinkedIn, right? It could be literally Instagram, anything, right? And the first thing that I would recommend as soon as you join these platforms is start sharing value. If you do not know what value to share, literally go to the explore tab on Instagram, and on your news feed just start following some really famous LinkedIn influencers and just start seeing what are they posting. So for example, so as you can see, there's like so many people. Let's look at the hashtag, and as you can see over here, I can like see so many posts which are going viral, right? And like let's say this post, right? Now over here, this post is so simple to create. Like you can literally go to canva.com like this, right? And create a post like this and just post it on your Instagram. And if this post got like around 29k likes, I'm sure that at least your post get like 200 likes. And out of those 200 people, at least you'll be able to find one person who might be interested in your coaching. And then the final thing that I can show you is YouTube, which is also great. Now YouTube is a little bit more challenging because it requires you to really post long content, just like how I'm doing right now. However, when you do and it goes successful, for example, I posted this one video where I'm showing the best online business to actually get started with, and guess what, in my description, if you click on this, where would it take? Like it takes people to Calendly, where people can select a time, right? And basically fill in the details, talk to us and see if it's a good fit for them and decide to work with us if they want to, right?